record. All right, we are recording. And I just want to say another thing is that you guys think this is easy for me. And before I hopped on this call, I was like, I'm actually shaking right now. Like, I don't know if this ever gets easier, maybe a little bit, but you just get stronger. And same with working out too. It doesn't get easier. You just get stronger mentally, physically. The more you do it, the easier it gets, really. Because if someone would have asked me to do this in the beginning, I probably would have passed out or threw up or something, or not even done it. Because honestly, in the beginning, this is a true story. When my coach used to tell me about team calls, she'd be like, I remember I signed up, and then like that Wednesday, she was like, hey, we're doing team call tonight. I'd love to see you on there. And I used to make excuses for the first like 6 months because I couldn't even show my face on screen. That's how insecure I was. So just the fact that you guys are here is amazing, and so much further than I even was. I've come a long way. All right, let's dive in. Can you guys see the screen? All right. Let me move these faces over. Okay, so like I said, please take as many notes as possible. You come back to this because I'm going to record this. So number one, get your butt to Emerald. We have not talked about this yet, but Emerald is the first rank in this company, and it is helping 2 people get started the same way you did. So they're going to start out with the same challenge pack that you did, the 160. Do not be scared to present this price to people. It might sound like a lot, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck or you're broke like I was. But honestly, this is the best deal there is out there. There's so many people that spend more than this on a freaking gym membership, and what do they got? Just equipment. Most of the time they don't even know what to do. They're lost. They hit a plateau. They're not getting the results they want, and they just paid all this money for nothing. So we have so much more to offer. So don't feel scared to tell them. The worst that they can say is no or check back in with me later. So you want to get to Emerald. I will tell you straight up that my first 2 people were my mom and my roommate. So your first 2 people are going to be like the easiest, because usually that starts out with like family and friends. And if you have any questions along the way, you can put them in the chat, or we'll just talk afterwards, because this is a lot, but it's awesome. So the next thing is inviting and following up. So for the first years of my business, I used Asana, which is a free app, ASANA, and it's where I tracked all my people. You can use a notebook, of course, to track your people, but you'll find the longer you're in this business, it's harder to track people, just because you're going to talk to hundreds of people. And eventually you're like, I don't even know when I talked to this girl. I think I chatted with her. Oh my gosh, I forgot to follow up with this girl. Like, you're going to be all over the place. And the best thing you can do to be successful is be organized. One of the best things. So learn how to use Asana. It's very easy. If you even need to like look on YouTube for like a tutorial on how to get it set up, do it. But all you have to do is, when you talk to someone, say you talk to a girl named Taylor, you type her name into Asana, you put the date to follow up with her, and it sends you a reminder on that date. So it's very easy. With inviting, I mean, if you don't invite to this opportunity, you will never earn an income. You will never help anyone. Yes, it is absolutely terrifying in the beginning. I'm not, you go from like creeping on people on social media and just scrolling on social media to actually reaching out to people you've never talked to. Yeah, it's scary, but it gets so much better. Like, I look forward to inviting every day, because that means new connections all around the world. I no longer talk to people really in my hometown. Susan's actually from my hometown, but we didn't even really graduate together or anything like that. But like, I really stopped reaching out to hometown people like my first year, just because I wanted my team to be all around the world. I've had coaches on my team from the UK, which is super cool because we're available out there, and Canada and France now. It's just awesome, the connections that you're going to make with this, and the friends. It's awesome. And at the end of this call, I'm going to be sending you a Google Doc, which tells you I already sent it to Susan today, but it's basically scripts on how to talk to people. Definitely make it in your own words though, because my upline had made it. So it obviously sounds like her. So you can just change the words around, but it's like step by step on how to talk to people. So don't freak out about inviting. It's the scariest part is just hitting send. And I used to have a sticky note on my laptop that said, "Don't be a bitch, hit send." And that kept me going. I should put it back up, but yeah. You know what? It's so crazy too, is because the people that you don't think will be interested are going to be interested. You'll be so blown away by people that want to join you that you would have never thought. Okay, this is so important. Success Club is helping 3 people every single month. So like I said, I'm at Success Club 12. That probably meant nothing to you. But Success Club is how you grow your business super quickly. It's $150 just in commission. That doesn't, like, once you hit Emerald, you can start earning bonuses. I haven't told anyone this yet, but I just checked my paycheck for next week, and it's the highest check I ever got because I signed up 5 coaches in 1 week, so that gave me 2 bonuses. I mean, it's the highest check I've ever got, even like when I worked in retail in my entire life. So it's so crazy what happens with this business and the potential that it has. So 3 people each month. I know that can sound like a lot, but it's very easy. If you're following the tracker, you should have no problem with doing this. I invite typically 10 to 20 people a day, just to give you an example. And if you're following up with those people, like, honestly, I get most of my people in my follow-ups. Your first invite you're probably not going to sign that person up that day. I've had it happen before, but the majority of people, they take like months, a couple weeks, a week. You never know with people. You get free prizes every month, continuous income. So if you're hitting Success Club, you're always going to have an income every week from this opportunity, which is also going to give you motivation to keep going. You also earn the free inclusive trips all around the world. So with COVID, they have been canceled. But this year I earned an all-inclusive free trip to Punta Cana, and I get to take Chris for free. We're going to be in like a 5-star hotel. Like it's insane. And the first trip I ever went to with Beachbody was to Riviera Maya, Mexico in 2017. My coach took me because I was doing so good in my business, and you get to take one person for free. You can take your mom, your spouse, your sister, whoever. And it was life-changing. I mean, they just treat you like queens the whole time. And when you're there, you're like, this is exactly why I'm doing this. You know, I would have never been able to travel without this opportunity because I never had the money. But Beachbody has allowed me, you know, with hard work and showing up every day, to be able to do this. And becoming a success starter is awesome as well. So this is another awesome thing that comes with Success Club. So if you hit Success Club in any 3 months of the first 6 months of signing up as a coach, you get recognized on leaderboards in your coach office. You receive a free ticket to Summit, which is Beachbody's biggest event every single year, a free ticket. They're typically like $200 for a 3-day stay. And you get access to Beachbody's newest program before it even launches. So say they come out with a new program like every 6 months. If you are a success starter, you will get to try out that program before anyone else in the world. Like, that's so cool to me. So anyways, so many amazing reasons why you should be hitting Success Club. And when I decided to go all in a little over a year ago, I was like 6 months pregnant and I couldn't do it anymore. I could not do the retail life anymore. I was so sick of it. All I could think about was coaching. I came home and I told Chris, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I promise I'm going to go all in and I'm going to make money for us. And I went all in. Ever since, I've hit Success Club every single month and I never looked back. So, you know, if you really want it, it'll happen. You just got to make it happen. All right. This is my favorite because posting is also so hard. I know, I've been there, and sometimes I still get nervous, believe it or not. So I took notes on this also. Like, I literally have so many notes that I took. Insane. So the first thing is your bio. Your bio is the first thing that grabs people's attention and they have like literally seconds to decide if they want to follow you or not. So your bio needs to literally leave an impression. Like, who are you? If you want to go look at mine, and kind of get an idea, but make it unique to you, you know? Number two, this kind of sounds kind of funny, but clean a lens on your phone. Honestly, if there's even like a smudge over the lens, it's like day and night. And you want like good quality pictures, the best lighting for your pics that will stand out. Therefore, people scroll so fast. At night, I watch Chris scroll like it's a freaking game or something, like literally as fast as someone possibly can. So other people are scrolling that fast. And if you're not posting scroll stopping pictures, like your captions matter and what you have to say matter. So make sure you take the time to like make your pictures look good. When I worked a full-time job, I used to take pictures like on the weekends so that I had pictures to post through the week. So it was less stressful, because when I came home, the last thing I wanted to do was take a picture for social media. You know what I mean? You know, number three is, like I said, take time to get good pics. What you have to say matters. That's all I have to say. Transformation in your top 10. So like when you go to Instagram, people shouldn't have to scroll to see that you can help them. And I just want to say Adrienne posted an awesome transformation. She posted a picture, and it was pretty vulnerable too, because she posted about how she's not at her goal weight, and she posted a picture of when she was at her goal weight and just basically saying she's going to get there again. I just got chills saying that. That's so badass. And I believe in her, and other people do too, because she believes in herself. If you believe in yourself, other people are going to believe in you. Do I need to go to the next? Yes. Okay. So another option for pictures, these are like ideas, because if you're having trouble with like what to post, this is what I do. You can do like an up close selfie. So like if you were to hold your phone like this close, if you could do a far away selfie. I posted in the team page a while ago, the tripod that I have. It's how I take all my pictures. And then I just set my phone on a 10-second timer. And I also have this ring light. So I have pretty good lighting right now. If I took it off, it'd be like this. This has done wonders. Like I usually use this on my stories. If you're interested at the end, I can send you the link from Amazon. That's how I get really good lighting, unless I'm outside or something. If you're into flexing, you can do flexing. I do flexing like once a week. I used to do it more. I was just like fitness or nothing, whatever. You can do mirror pics, go outside, mix it up, have fun with this. This is so much fun. Put on a cute outfit that you literally haven't worn in like 2 years because you had no reason to. Now you have a reason to. You want to catch people's attention. If you never wear makeup, put makeup on, or just put lip gloss on or mascara. If you always wear makeup, take it off. I posted a no filter post the other day with my brown hair, almost got 500 likes. And I almost didn't post it because I had no fucking filter. And, people love that stuff. They love to see like you in real life, and they love to see it. The same filter. So you guys can unmute yourself real quick. Have you ever heard of presets? Because I didn't before I became a coach.
I have. I've heard of it.
Okay, yeah, because I think you watched Over the Coaches before. Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. So there's a couple apps that are good for filters. VSCO is VSCO, I believe. Another great one. Hold on. Let me look at my apps. But if you're just wanting, and Lightroom. But if you're wanting an easy way, honestly, go to Etsy this week, type in presets. Literally, you can buy like 10 filters for $2.99, and it shows you step by step how to download them, and then you download them to Lightroom. It's mind-blowing how much it changes your pictures, and not like totally editing them, but it makes them look professional and so much more eye-catching. If you go to like an Instagram page and it just flows and every picture looks like it all matches, that's because they're using presets. And it's really good for influencers to use, because people are attracted to that now on Instagram. That's just how Instagram is now. There's so many influencers out there and coaches. You want to stand out. You don't just want to be another coach in the bunch. Like, you want to be you and stand out. Hold on. I'm getting really ahead of myself. Share things outside of health and fitness. I kind of talked about this, I think, to Brooke and maybe one other coach on your first call. Like, literally, don't be afraid to share outside of health and fitness. People want to relate to you. And honestly, unless someone else is on their health and fitness journey, they're not going to be able to relate to you unless you're sharing like your real life stuff and where you've been in the past. So your family, hair, makeup. I've literally done IGTVs over like my makeup routine, like my 5-minute makeup routine. People are always looking for easy ways. Your hobbies, who are you outside of Beachbody? That's what I was going to say. Do people, and this is another great note, like I said before, do people know that you're a health and fitness coach and that you have a business? Like, are you showing that? And are you showing your workouts, your transformations, how you make money? Like, do people even know? It's just good to keep this in mind, like always letting people know. And I'm going to talk more about like how to talk on your stories as well. Hold on just a second, guys. Yeah. And this is another great one with stories, is that not everyone reads posts. I'll be honest, I really don't. Sometimes, like, I read my coach's posts, but besides that, I don't sit there and read posts. I stopped scrolling when I became a coach because it's wasteful energy. And you'll realize that as well. Like, if you just scroll, you'll never have time to work your business. You'll never have time to post. You'll never have time to get on your own story. And in reality, it's like, now that I look back, I'm like, holy shit, like, everyone scrolls. Like, social media can be such a trap. So you have to be intentional with your energy and where you're putting it. But a lot of people watch my stories. Like, I typically get around like 100 likes, 100 to 200 likes on my photos. Almost 300 people watch my story daily. In the beginning, 5 to 15 people watch my story. Just to give you I don't even know, but basically I started out with 0 followers. Yeah. So for stories, here is a great tip. Let me see if I can go, or is that too far? We'll wait for that. Okay. So with your stories, sharing your voice daily, people need to know how you sound. People need to know who you are, and they're only going to know that through your voice. I'm going to say it again. It is so scary talking on your story. I never thought I'd be able to talk my story, but I wanted to because I saw everyone else doing it. But really, are you scared, or are you scared of what other people think about you? So maybe ask yourself that. And if you're scared of what other people think about you, don't watch who's watching your story. Still to this day, I don't know who watches my stories unless they reach out to me. I will not check because it scares me. I don't want to know who's watching me. Like, it freaks me out. Because so many people watch me, you know what I mean? Like, I really just do my thing and I post it, and that's it. When you're inviting what you're talking about, you're going to help more people. Like, when you're intentional about what you're talking about, you're going to be able to help more people. It's not easy, but it's also not easy working for someone for 50 plus years. You know, this is so much easier than literally working until you freaking retire and you're old and gray. Just a little bit every day, specific and repetitive. You guys are going to talk about the same stuff. I talk about the same stuff over and over and over again. I switch it in different ways, but I'll never stop sharing my story. I'll never stop sharing where I was before Beachbody. It takes 7 times. I forget where I read this. It takes 7 times for someone to read something for it to even click to their mind of what you've been through or what they just read. If you think about it, when you're reading a book, sometimes I've read a sentence like 5 times and it barely clicks in. So think about how many times and how fast people scroll once again. And another huge tip is that it's so much easier to get on and talk every day. If you keep going and talk on your story every single day, it gets easier. Now, if you skip a day, it's going to be 100 times harder to get on the next day because 1, you feel guilty. 2, you're like, I don't even remember what I talked about. 3, you're like, what are people thinking about me? So it's like all these things in your head. But if you can just stay consistent and show up every single day, more people will start watching you, which is good because that means you're growing your business. 2, people start to love you more. They start to trust you, and that's where your business really comes in. Talk about, yeah. So basically, when I wake up, my morning routine can vary from 10 minutes to 2 hours. If I'm feeling like really doubtful that day, not motivated, I really don't get on social at all until like 1 or 2 p.m. You need to take care of you first. Don't just like hop on your stories first thing. You're going to feel like shit. Like when you wake up, usually I read, I drink my coffee, I do my affirmations, and then I work out, and then I start my day. So then I post in my Fit Club, I post in this other group I'm in, and then share my move of the day. And then later I go in and talk. You want to just fill your cup first. And also don't let the fear of feeling stupid hold you back from a great life. I also had that written down. Because at times you might feel stupid, like, why does this matter? Who's listening? I promise it matters, and people are listening. A tip for, I'm almost done here, guys. A tip for transformations. Honestly, I'm going to post one tomorrow. I've kind of already written out a caption because I had a thought come to my mind earlier. But transformations, you should tell exactly how you felt that day. You literally chose that picture for a reason. And I've said a lot in my transformations, like, I remember exactly how I felt that day. You remember how you felt that day. That's why you're posting the transformation, because you feel so much better now. People relate to that, and you will literally not have people relate to you unless you're telling exactly how you felt and you're being real. People relate to your realness and where you've been, because that's how they're going to join you. And yeah, okay. So this is the last thing I have about social media posts and like your like story tips. I need you guys to like think as an outsider. Like, what do you like to watch? And what do you like to listen to? Like, so I wrote this down. A year ago, I felt like I was just another coach. So yeah, I would like creep on my own Instagram weekly, still do, by the way. But I would ask myself, like, in quotations, would I follow me? And when I looked at my Instagram, like close to 2 years, I was like, hell no. My pictures are ugly. What am I doing? Honestly, like, I feel like I'm just another Beachbody coach. Like, I want people, when they see that, to be like, that reminds me of Sarah Jennings. Or, and that's when I started doing like the pink hair. That was so much fun. I really do miss my pink hair. I just did so many things that were me. I started being me. I stopped watching top Beachbody coaches. No, that's not what you need to be doing. You need to stay in your own lane. And if you like a few top Beachbody coaches, that's cool. That's cool. But save it like as a treat to watch their stories at the end of the night, or you're going to start comparing yourself to them and be like, why am I not there yet? You're going to start comparing your day one to their like 5,000. And that's what I started doing. And when I stopped doing that, my business took off because I became me and I started finding my people. So, and another thing is, last year at this time, I had 1,000 followers and I'm almost at 8,000. So what I do is I add about 100 mutual friends on Instagram daily. So I add about 10 new people every hour because I was getting blocked before. So to keep it safe in Instagram, you can follow and unfollow 10 people every hour. I gain about 20 followers every single day. I can't believe that I'm going to be at 10K followers. And I literally say that because I never thought in a million years that like that would be me. Like, sometimes I'm like, am I deserving of that? Like, holy crap. Like, but when you keep going and showing up every day and doing the things that you need to do, you're going to get there regardless. That's all I have. And one last thing, I'm so sorry. There's a thing called Team Cup and it starts next month. You guys probably got an email about it. Maybe check your email. But I signed all of us up. So we're literally all in a team and there's huge prizes going on next month. This is Success Club. So if we can all work together, and we're in that text chat. So like any questions you have, that's what it's for. But basically it's an opportunity to take your business to the next level. You go hard as ever, committed than ever, and you hold each other accountable, and we're all going to push each other. And that's it. And you can literally earn so many prizes through this, and you get like a trophy at the end and everything, among like all other Beachbody coaches. So we're in this. We have 7 minutes. So the last 7 minutes, I'm going to leave it for like questions. And I also had this slide as well. In your post, do people know that, what did I put here? Hold on. In your post, do people know that you can help them? So just remember, like, about 5 posts, so 5 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week at the end, I always let them know, like, here to help, girl. Can't wait to chat with you, girl. If you're ready to make a change, here for you, girl. I always make sure, and if it's not in my post, it's in my move of the day. Fill out the link in my bio, which we'll talk about on our next call. Today I said something like, if you're ready to go for it, I promise you won't regret it. Can't wait to chat. Don't be a Beachbody coach, be you. That's what's going to make you successful. Team call is also every other Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. You wanted to write that down. And one last thing, I only do these calls with coaches who show up every single day. It's just part of coaching, and you'll realize this as you grow as a leader as well, because you're going to end up doing these calls with your people, from learning from me and other coaches in the network. So just make sure you're showing up every single day on social media. One post on your stories, following the tracker. That's all you got to do. It's very simple. And that's all I have. So let me stop the share and stop the recording.